Good morning. This is Joe the Tarot Guy, and a reading I did for myself this morning. This is, I think, January 11th, 2020. Question I had when I woke up, I had some interesting dreams. So the question I had was, what can I do to enhance my life path and a particular goal that I have? So we see I have the 4x4 matrix, what, why, how, and when. And essentially what's showing on this is I need to make a decision. That's the far left column, the what, between the two things that I love. And that brings the column down into emotions, and then mental stability, which is the Four of Swords, and then the attainment of building, whatever the building project is, right? So you see that. I'm sorry, I'm holding the cell phone, and so I'm looking down and looking at the phone, and so I see it slowly sliding over. And the why is really about attaining a sound mind and traveling and being emotionally satisfied with the work that I do, the internal emotional satisfaction with what I build. So I'm not a worldly person that's just satisfied with glitz and glitter just for the fact of having it. I tend to be a person that needs to have purpose and value in what I do, and I think this shows really well. The how to do it starts off with the Queen of Swords, and the thing that came to my mind was simply cut it off. She's looking over at the Lover card, which is the top left, and thinking, the right thing to do, the how to do, is simply cut it off. The decision to her isn't hard. Cut out one of the things and move on. And that brings us, interestingly, to the Four of Clubs, which is right below her, which is stable table. That's how I remembered it. And that's stability in material things, in the physical world, not material so much as the mammon, but in the physical world. And that, of course, comes down to the King of Swords, who is looking over here at Diablo, keeping an eye on him. Following below the King, again, is Clubs, and this foundation of the how is really on making the choice. So she starts off with the choice of mental action, and in this column below the King is the choice of building action. So I kind of remember the twos as like a seed has germinated, and it decides whether it's alive or not. If the soil is right and the temperature is right, then it'll grow. If it's not, it just close up. So I think this how column is extremely accurate as well. Then the when to do it is when to take action is when the building project is right. Then you're going to take action towards, you see the Knight of Swords taking action, moving towards the world. That's the why. All of this is moving towards the why. So when the building project is right and this other stability is right, and you've made a decision, take action to make change. Take action to make change to your money. And the devil is not a bad character, is not a bad card. He is the change master. And his whole purpose, or its purpose, an androgynous polymorph, the purpose really is morphing and change. Change that which needs to be changed. Only a few drops of that devil goes a long way and can make some major change. So we see that the King of Swords is keeping an eye on him. And I just think that's kind of humorous the way cards lay out sometimes. Getting ready to whack him with that sword if it gets out of control. Now remember, this is in the when to do column, when to take action column. So when to take action is all followed up towards the money, and the devil card is saying that to take action to change the money. So the question was, so the stability of the project plan goes forward. There's the mental action, goes forwards towards the devil, who is mental action, to make change to the money, change the money. And this is all accurate for what I have been feeling. And again, this is a self-reading, so you tend to put some weight towards accomplishing and understanding self-valued benefits from the reading. But I think it's pretty accurate. If anybody were to just be agnostic and read this directly, they would come up with a similar idea of overall, I need to take some mental action starting in the top left to decide what it is that I love. Choose this or that, and then move towards the bottom right through this maze for the change of money. Money's the only thing that's going to bring the happiness in this situation. Not happiness, but attainment of the goals, because I need money to do these things. And that is to travel the world, reading tarot cards, and doing my writings, which shows in the why, what, why, how, and when. Why is exactly perfect. So I think this is one of the best readings I've had in over 10 years, and it's very excellent. So this is Marceau deck. That's the Alejandro, the blue Alejandro deck. Let's see if I have it over here. Let's see if I can find it right here for you. I'm using this deck. See if the lighting is a little better. If I turn the light on, for whatever reason today, I think the way the table is set up, if I turn the light on above, you get this huge reflection. And try not to make it be too bad for you. See that? You get a huge reflection. Maybe you can see better. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, there's the cards.